Hi guys, this is Isa, a creative designer. Just hope everybody having a great evening. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about interior design. When I first started my channel, I did mention that the channel will have a number of different things, and that included interior design, baking, cooking, traveling, crafting, and I have yet to bring all those things. Just my time. But yes, today I wanted to speak to you about a little bit about interior design. This is actually episode one on interior design, just to give you a little bit of information about me and my specialty, and the difference between interior design and interior decorating and things like that. My version of it. Okay, so I graduated in 2008, and so since I graduated over the last few years, I've been, you know, doing, having clients and doing small projects and doing design projects in my home. So my specialty is actually modern, contemporary, traditional, transitional, um, West and North African designs, and eclectic, rustic, rustic glam. So with modern is an actual very broad design actually. Um, you have clean line, crisp line. You have simple color palettes. You have materials that you use like metal and glass and steel and things like that. Now, modern design, you have a sense of simplicity, in every element of that type of design, and that includes your furniture. You have that sleek look all the time. There are a lot of accessory that goes with the modern style. So then I also I also do contemporary design. I also specialize in contemporary as well, and that's a very common design. There's a lot of people houses have contemporary design style in there, where you have basically contemporary is all about, it's different from modern because you're talking about design here and now is what you're talking about. So the difference, you know, separating modern and contemporary design is that modern is like an interpretation of design that started in the 20th century. So contemporary design, on the other hand, represents currency. There's, you have one particular style with contemporary design. So, for example, you have um, you have the curvy lines. You have the whereas modern does not have curvy lines. We're talking about clean, straight lines with modern. Um, so, and then you have traditional, which is another area that I do as well, where you have a more classic kind of design. You have these really nice furnishings, and you have different type of accessories, kind of like European style, traditional European style. So with traditional, you have you have dark wood, you have color palettes, you have a variety of textures in curved lines. You have furniture with you know ornate, very very detailed designs and fabrics like velvet and silk. You have brocade, which is a type of fabric with a lot of a variety of patterns and texture as far as traditional is concerned. Now, let's look at transitional, which is something that I do as well. That's one of my specialties. Now, with transitional, you have neutral color palettes, neutral colors. It creates, with transitional, you can create a calming but yet relaxing space, a calming and relaxing space. Um, but then you also have that stylish and sleek kind of space as well, giving you warmth and inviting, very inviting space. So I also do rustic design. That's one of my specialties as well. Now with a rustic design, we're talking about natural inspiration using raw materials. You have wood and stone. You can use the bark of a tree. You can use stone. You can use pallets to make different things for that design. As far as paint for the wall, for rustic, I would suggest like cream, because the reason why I say cream is because cream goes with kind of in the rustic area. It kind of goes that way, that direction. So with accessories, as far as rustic, you can bring the outdoors inside. You can bring, going from the outdoors out to the in, from the out to the in. Um, Now, as far as architectural, the details, the vaulted ceilings, everything has to just coordinate when it comes to rustic, because it makes the room so unique. It's own style. It's just its own style. There's no comparing it to anything else, because you don't use the bold colors when it comes to rustic design. Okay? And I also specialize in rustic glam, and that's something I created myself. Rustic glam. Now, with a rustic glam, I use soft colors like gray, silver, royal blue, black. I don't know if black is a soft color, but black and white. And then you're talking about clean line and bling and all that good stuff. That's rustic design. Just depending on my clients and what they like. You always have to please your clients. Now, the clients always come first, and what I do with my clients is I incorporate their ideas into the design, because you have to understand, when you're designing somebody's home, is their space. Is their space, and you have to make that space functional to their taste. That way, if y'all work together, everybody is on the same page. You come to a common ground where you have no confusion. No, nothing's perfect, especially when you do interior design. Something's always going to come up. Everything's not going to always be perfect, but when you and your common, I'm sorry, when you and your client have an understanding as to what they need and what you have to offer, let them give you all the ideas that they give you. Let them incorporate whatever they want to do. You give them your ideas on how to incorporate whatever they want to incorporate. Give them your idea, but always make sure that you include them in the design, so everybody is on the same page. Everybody can come to a common ground where you have no problems later on and have to do stuff all over. And sometimes people like to compare interior design to decorating. Is not the same, because I can tell you, designers work different from interior decorators. And I'm not saying that, a designer is better than an interior decorator. No, not at all. What I am saying, that the occupation requires that particular occupation. It has a requirement that you have to meet. Okay, you can call yourself a designer, but if you don't know how to read blueprints, you have to know how to work with a construction crew. You have to know how to work with an architect. You have to read blueprints. You're talking about doing 2D and 3D designs. You're talking about CAD. Okay, you have to be able to do CAD. You have to be able to. You have to know your measurements. Um, and right nowadays, there are tools out there for everything. There are tools out there for CAD and 2D and 3D design. So technology makes it easy for people to actually do interior design nowadays. So it's really simple. It can be simple and really easy. But the thing is, if you like what you're doing and you enjoy what you're doing, it can be really simple and it can be really easy, because you're not going to believe how fast and quick and easy your day is going to go. So it just depends, but ultimately your client comes first. So you make sure you and your client have come to a common ground as to what needs to be done for the home, whether it's just painting the walls or putting a beam up, or taking down a wall to get more space. make sure you make that space functional for that family because they have to live there. Okay? Now, went off subject just a little bit, but another specialty of mine is North and West African designs. And with that, you have bold colors because you're dealing with wooden artifacts. You're dealing with wooden artifacts, not those straight lines. You have symmetry and asymmetry. So, it's going to be a lot of asymmetry. You're not dealing with straight lines because it is cultural. And because it's cultural, you have to make sure it mimics the African culture. It depicts the African culture. So the designs, if you're going to do a design, a West African or North African design, the colors, you're using bold colors. The colors, you have to make sure the design itself matches up to that culture. Okay? So yes, that's another one of my specialties. And the last one is eclectic. Eclectic is actually a mixture of textures, and with those textures you come styles and trends, different styles and different trends combined. You can combine actually a lot of elements. You can combine a different style of design into eclectic because you can have a Chinese lamp, you can have a regular lamp, you can have something else on. You can have an elephant on the other side of the room. You can have Buddha on the other side of the room. All that is eclectic as long as it all comes together. That makes it unique, and that's eclectic design. That's how, at least that's how I look at it. Everything has to coordinate, regardless of what you have in your home or what the paint color is, your accessories coming together. If they're all different styles and texture, that's eclectic because it's not one style. It's a bunch of styles, different textures and patterns and things and different style trends all in one design. Okay? So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and this is episode 1 of my interior design series. I'm gonna be bringing a lot more. Actually, I'm gonna be bringing episode 2. If you check out my other video, I'm wearing the same outfit actually because I just did a video on weight loss, my vegan weight loss and veganism. So don't be alarmed if you see the same outfit on me because I did the videos at the same time. However, I'm going to be bringing episode 2 soon. I don't know when. I'm not going to give a time because, I work. And so, time permits, I will be bringing another video, episode 2 on interior design. Until my next video, wherever you are in the world, be blessed and God bless. Peace. Bye-bye.